if you built an agent on Near AI before on the Near AI hub, it's going to be running on this platform. So this is really like bringing, as Cameron said, framework agnostic. So I'm going to do like the flow, like you are an agent developer. So basically you would land on this landing page. You want to deploy your agent. So lots of agents are just like vibe coded and they're not really ready for production. So what we built is a way for you vibe coded some agent, let's say just a CLI app or very simple like Jupyter notebook or some Python code. What we would do is we would read your agent code and we would make it production ready, which means that we have an AI agent reading your code and adding like a bunch of functions and like a Docker file and so on and documentation, so we can actually host it on our platform. But you don't have to do any work. You only have to approve the PR if you are happy with the work. So I'm gonna deploy one of the agents I built. So this one, I'm just gonna go before like the fork. Wait. Yeah, so we have this this agent. It's like a very simple agent built on top of Python and GPT Researcher. It basically allows you to do deep research, but you don't have to use like any deep research solution. You can do everything from a CLI. And the idea here is basically you build an agent around this, and then you want to host it on somewhere. So you host it on our platform because it's a good solution for this. And so you would see your agent here. You click on it. So here it tells me that I already have this agent, but I'm just going to create a new one because I already deployed this agent on the platform. So here you would see the auto Docker, the production, making your app production ready, doing his work. So here it's quite easy actually because it already has the Docker file that was emerged from a previous PR of this agent. So Docker file is like some very basic like Python Docker file. So we have to wait for something like a minute or so. It's gonna try to build a Docker image, make sure it works. And once it does, it's gonna just like finish the process. Okay, so now it detected two mandatory environment variables that you have to fill. So either the agent developer fills this environment variable, or the person actually coming to the platform and running your agent will have to fill it. So let's say right now I don't fill it, or I only fill the OpenAI one. So I'll just put like some API key like this as the agent developer. So let's call it live. But I don't fill the Tavili one. Okay. So now your agent is ready. So it means that now you can basically go on this URL. So it looks something like this. Once you create an account, you can actually run this agent. So if all the environment variables are provided by the agent developer, you don't have to provide any of them. But in that specific case, I provided only one out of the two. So once you will have the build that's ready, so here it's currently building the Docker file. We will come back to this like once it's ready. But so once it's built, we will click run, and you will see that I will be prompted to fill one environment variable. So before this live, I just prepared like this exact same agent, amazing research agent. I just deployed it right before. And so we're gonna do the run from here. So here in that case, I entered like two valid API keys, and I'm gonna start a run. So here you can see I don't have to fill any environment variables because they're already filled in. If I want, I could like set some different parameters for CPU and memory for my agent, and then I'm just gonna start it. So it takes like something like 20 to 30 seconds for the agent to start. I'm just gonna reload this page. Okay, so now we can see the Fast API server starting up, and we get some health check from the server. So now you can just go ahead and click on Open Agent. Since this agent has some UI, So if you go on, so this is the code of the agent I just deployed that I'm showing right now. There is this very simple index.html. So it's being served from the server, which means that if you go on this link, oh, oops, the gods are not with me. So if you go on this link, you would see the UI. But so I did it right before this and it was working. So I'm just gonna go on the other run that I have, that I just did right before. Must be this one. Okay, now if I open the agent, it's loading slowly but surely. But yeah, so this was the right before the stream. So this was the run, and you can see generated some unique URL, and I went to it, and you can actually see the UI I showed the code for. And then here you can ask whatever research you wanted to generate, and you would click start research, and then it's basically how the agent is supposed to work. And then you just, after a few minutes, you would get the answer back.